Oh, sir.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, too loud. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Yes, back, feeling substantially better than yesterday. Ooh yeah, yes. Officially week 3. Pew, pew, pew. Week 3, yes. I want my change misunderstood too. Day 15. I'm getting good at this shit, yo. 12:45, 12:47. And by the way, I write this like 25, 30 minutes beforehand. So to get it to the minute, I'm telling you, bruh, these repetitions. Oh, yeah. Terrence Taylor, international, nope. Talks too much, international speaking and coaching. Yep. Take 1. Action. Ooh, baby, 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 baby. I am not alone today. You've been exposed immediately. However, I'll keep your identity secretive because it doesn't matter who you are. It does, but I'm here recording today with a person watching me, which creates a whole other element of performance anxiety that will take some getting used to and work to get over. This is not my first time doing this, but this is my first, and this is not your first time being on set during our production. So, but this is a little different than, was there like 7, 8 people last time? So, hi, mysterious human being. Welcome to you. Welcome to all of the other beautiful listeners, humans, watchers, viewers. Yeah, I'm Terrence Taylor. I'm feeling fucking great. Because I got to rest today and yesterday. And for me, it don't really take that much. If I get what I need in a spurt, then I'm good. Mind you, I'm taking a little bit more time tomorrow and most of today. But to come here right now in this moment, right now, it feels great. This is I Want My Change. This is MiSuNDERStoOd 2. This is day 15. This is a beautiful day. And should I just begin? My feedback says begin, beginning. Here we go. Ooh, also I'm running out of these. I got 25 of them. And because I'm on day 15, I need to order more of these immediately or we're going to run out. Get 25 for the test, figure out if it makes sense, and then double back on the super order. Just note for yourself. Today, we're going to talk about a continued conversation on self-care. It has seemed to be the theme. This will be the 3rd episode about talking about just like time for self, what needs to be done for self, what does that actually look like? And I'm actually really glad to have stumbled across this dilemma at the roughly halfway mark and feeling like, oh shit, this is a lot. And what that actually looks like and what that translates into in terms of what I need to keep doing it. So we're going to talk about how I framed it today. How long does success take? And how much time do you need for self in and amongst this journey towards success? Interesting? Too bad. I'm here for it anyway. Housekeeping for today. we went and got stuff for a vision board. Value Village, we got all the magazines, not all of them, but a lot of them. Value Village, $1.49 for a magazine, buy 4, get 1 free. So for $10, we can recreate. Oh, it's not on there. I have a vision board right here above Kobe. And if I look at it now, I go, aside from the home and the super lots of money that's up there, I pretty much have everything else here. Artist, feel free to move, 24 frames, camera lenses. I got my old car. I got my dog. I'm finding my inner peace. I'm creating media. I'm being creative. I just need that. I'm not working for some asshole. I'm smiling lots. This is beautiful. I just need this epic house and that big ass stack of money. So yeah, vision board round 2. We're going to see how that goes. Cutting and being creative and manifesting what we want in life. That's on the plan. That's what we plan on doing. I don't know when, but it's happening in the next week. Next week, within the next week, within the next week, it's going down within the next week. Vision boards. I haven't properly done the post-production edits on the audio of this yet. I've just done the visual component. Ooh, I need to do that. In that, because of how sound works and shock mounts, which absorb sound, this setup not having one, that all sounds awful. Now it's bassy, so it can be fixed in post, but there's a bit more before post-production, during the production element of this that I can do to enhance the sound and remove some of the annoying stuff that therefore creates less work in post. I bought a shock mount. These SM7Bs aren't really made like just how they're, just what they are. They're not like built for the standard shock mount. I need to figure out how to do something with that. So I bought a shock mount that's supposed to work for this. We will see how that goes. It'll be here later on today, so we'll have it for tomorrow. And I'll see how that goes. And if that doesn't work how I need it to work, then there's another arm that I have in mind that I will potentially seek out. I've seen it on a multitude of other shows, and we'll give it a try. If it creates the same issue, then it gets sent back. And that's the beauty of and trying things and return policies. So we're going to troubleshoot some more, see how that goes. And we might have a new arm / equipment enhancement on the way. That's the end of housekeeping for today. Yeah, I like to maybe not that many bells, but ding, 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 ding. Ah, yes. How long does success take? Stop snorting your boogers in the mic. That'd be super. All right. How long does success take? That is, oh man, such a loaded question. Where did I even configure this thought? What is here in my notebook? I have, how long does quote unquote success take? Time for self, the process. So this came from understanding how long it takes to do things, how life's a journey, yada, yada, all the other verby. Oh, fuck. Man. You know those, you go to HomeSense and all those pictures on the wall that have the cheesy sayings, like those. Insert any one of those you want into that. Like, what is that? What does that look like in real life? And how do you have to take care of yourself and care for yourself and just accept all of that is cliche in life? Like, cool, it sounds good, but how do I live that and what does that look like for me? And then I thought about my own success, and from certain aspects, I could be perceived as tremendously successful. from other aspects, I could be perceived as having a tremendous ways to go. I see both of those things as very much the truth. And how much grace do I give myself when I know I've come a long way, but I have a tremendous amount of work to do? Which then made me think about our self-care poll question of, do you do the work now and get it done in the moment and get it out of your thinking brain? Or do you leave it, do it later, and it's just work? It's just a laundry list of tasks that will never end until life is over. So what difference does it make? And I feel like 3 days ago, my answer is very, very, very different than it is right now. Because a bunch of tasks that I would have just done just to have them done, I have not done the last few days at all. And I feel better because of that. I don't mean to question that, but I'm like real time figuring out, like, all right, as I'm recording, how much of what I need to be doing do I need to do, and how much of it can I leave for another time? How much energy do I need to conserve and redistribute? Because I don't, do I need to edit every episode every day after it's done? And is that the best use of me in this present moment? I think the editing part, in a lot of ways, has got me to like figuring out a bit more of what I might have been a bit more unclear about. Visually, I love how it looks and et cetera, and it flows. And I heard myself talk enough and yeah, cool. But it almost felt like continuing to do that was taking away from time best spent elsewhere. And it was a task that could wait. And I also knew that I also didn't need to necessarily do it, but it needs to be done. Like this swirl of like, what the fuck? So I spent the last few days watching sports documentaries. And I just watched Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football on the Untold series, and his story about being the man, going through that process, being held on this high pedestal, and then getting to the pros and being like, and he said it like, yo, I got everything that you could say that you could have wanted in this moment, and feeling the most empty at the very same time. And I don't know how many times, countlessly, I've heard these great, successful, accomplished people say like, yo, the moment I got to the thing that I dreamt of, it was like, bro, this is not it. So, all right. Can we assume that to be for everyone? No. But if that's a common story, and that's a common story of successful people, and that's also a vulnerability that most people who work that hard and reach that height are probably not going to tell us. So for people to do it and to stand on that, it's like, all right, what am I chasing really? And how fast do I have to chase after that? And what does that mean? How much longer is it going to take for me to do this way? I could package up these 14, 15 episodes right now and take them to any network and go, yo, I want to fast track this. Could do that at any moment. That brings a certain level of success through a certain means that, I don't know, bro. I just heard too many people talk about that path and it not necessarily being what it's cracked up to be. Whatever you're showing me on the screen, it's so small. I cannot read any of that. But thank you. You need a whiteboard for yourself if you want to share these essentials, which I'm not against. That's going to be too small too. It's fine, but thank you. I appreciate it. I love having help. See, you're going to have someone help on set. You got to figure out the best means of communicating back and forth. Yeah, see, there's a whiteboard over there if you really want to write on it. But then the markers are over here and yeah, it's fine. Okay. So now I forget where I was at. Where was I at? Distractions. Yeah, is what do I want and how do I get there? And if I wanted to have that mainstream-ish spotlight, I could, but I don't. And how long will it take me to reach what it is that I want because of choosing that path? I'm going to always go back to Joe Budden, bro. Independent podcast, independent route, self-sustainable, built internally, that blueprint versus signing to a network. This man has been doing content media for like over 2 decades. So you just, I just see the path of independence and my stubbornness and my creativity existing in a way that I need to operate how I need to operate. Otherwise, this is probably not going to work how it needs to work. And if me sitting here as a singular person has not proven that to myself, then it's so what am I sacrificing by doing it this way? What am I sacrificing by not having a babysitter and me being able to work more while my child is here all day? Like what am I giving up to go about my path this way? What is, and then therefore, what does success actually look like? Bruh, to have my little human be able to just come down while I'm producing, do whatever, and me to always to be available to him, that trumps any, like, to work at another studio, to not be accessible, for me to pack up my shit in the morning, go off on my day, and then come back at night and see, like, are you fucking kidding me? That is not why I work this hard to not be around my, like, and I get it. I get people who do that. I get people who like, yo, for the legacy of my family and this and that, like I'm about to sacrifice. And that's another one. Yo, the time that you have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice time away from your children. It's like, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to be, yo, just listen. We were on the road for 10 months out of the year. Yo, come back and my kid's 6 inches tall. Yo, I'll never be that person. Ever. So what am I giving up? Knowing that I have the skills that if I wanted to go and do this a different route, like this shit could blow pretty damn quickly. And the beauty is this wouldn't be no overnight success type shit. Like this has been going since 2015. It's about to be 10 years in a minute. Like, so in terms of how this all works out, like this would be the time for like shit to get going. This isn't an accident. So, but what does that mean? What does that look like? What do you have to give up? And so I think the success part for me is more of the learning of myself before I can even get into that position. Like, I don't think I could step into a media company and do what I'm doing with the infrastructure, because I don't think I've developed this enough in my own way to be able to exist in that space and not necessarily compromise who I am or what I'm doing for whatever. Like, I haven't stood on my own square long enough. And that although the opportunity would be perceived as successful for me in the time right now, it probably shit wouldn't go how it's supposed to go. And now how successful is that? Oh, we learned from it. Yeah, and that's a success, or just do it right, take your time and make the most of the opportunity when the time is right. So I'm very, what are you doing? What does this mean? A pen? You want my pen? There. It's light green. I'm not going to see anything from over there. That's success. Being around my small human, being able to do my work at my pace. I was not waking up this morning and coming down here at the recording was not the first thing I was doing today. There's no way in hell. And there's also nobody that could force me to do it first thing in the morning except myself. Do we all get that luxury? That's success for me. And there's this like, oh, when you work on your own time, and it's like you have like, you really are just accountable to yourself. And if you don't do it, it doesn't get done. Like that's the other part of this. Like I know I have to do it. That's why I do it first thing in the morning, because I know it has to get done. The longer I wait in the day, the more it feels like work to get it done. But you have to create something so that you are accountable to yourself. Me putting it out into the universe helps me be accountable to myself. It's an added layer of protection to like do what you fucking said you're gonna do. Write it down in a notebook. All right, cool. All right, cool. Have a conversation with somebody else. All right, cool. Now I say to like all these layers of do it. Put these things. I do this thing at the gym where I put these random challenges in life in my workouts so that workouts are more difficult than they can just be presented as. And when I do that, so for example, if I'm running on a treadmill and I'm doing incline and walking and running, I never take my feet off the treadmill. If I'm in a dead sprint, I'll keep my finger on the button, slow it all the way down to a walk. And I'd rather walk at a slower pace, an incredibly slow pace, than jump off the side and stop and quit in that sense. And I create that in. If anyone's seen the Last Dance and Michael Jordan was just coming up with shit in his head to just like create challenges to go out and be his best self, like I do that. I wear the boxing training sweatsuit. Like, bro, I'm here to just like to go. Like, I don't ever run on anything decline less than 5. Because in life, I'm a black dude and life is uphill. So, all right, when I train and work out, I just make life uphill. Just put these little things so that those things translate into life. When they talk about being an athlete and like, oh, this is making you better for when you become an adult and you have to go face all these challenges in life. It's like, yo, how does that? Oh, okay, I see it now. So I say all that to say, me creating these challenges and being able to accomplish them in a workout and seeing success in that and being able to train myself for, yo, you can mentally do this thing, set it up, like whatever. That's what running is at. It's like whatever you might think you can't accomplish, if you run, your mind's gonna try to mind fuck you the whole time. Quit. No, that hurts. No, stop. Like, slow down. Like, it's baked into running. So to have these opportunities to like challenge yourself every day in little tiny incremental ways and then transfer that into life and then see that manifest in life. All these little annoying things that are part of this production, like that all comes from finding these annoying little challenges in an athletic space, in a creative space, in a sports space. Like, all right, here's a challenge. How do I take that, use it in real life? And me being able to look back at my athletic career and transfer those skills to becoming a better human, that's success. Growing and being able to be self-aware enough to make those incremental improvements, to create the accountability, to create the like whatever it takes to do what needs to be done, that part is success. And so to just stay on the path, like to continue the marathon, like whatever that leads to as this like grandiose finish line type shit, which is like, what is that? Death? Like, it's all just a building to the next thing. But it's like, whatever it might feel like that thing is, this is all just like little steps towards it, to the point where I don't really feel like there is this like grandiose thing. Like, if you look at the most successful, like Kobe did what Kobe did, and then he went and he won an Academy Award, like got into storytelling and was incredibly successful in that. Like, you think LeBron James is not going to do epic things after being LeBron James, a basketball player? Like, so whatever we might perceive as like the end goal, ultimate success thing is really just like some shit, a part of the story, a part of the journey anyway. So success is about just being in it every day. No question on that. But accepting that as what it is and going with that and enjoying that and just being one with the process. And then once you go, oh, I'm okay with the process, then like the self-care part becomes a little bit easier. It's like, oh, there is no thing. It's just like doing. And sure, there's a thing, but like it's not like a finish line, I guess. There's not like an end. Shit is just like rinse and repeat. If you're lucky enough to wake up the next day, like, all right, rinse, like, how's today better than yesterday? And I think that's why, even though I feel like I've been talking about like not getting to burnout, this is like me getting kind of close to it. I definitely can acknowledge that. But knowing like, all right, let me stop, because if I take care of myself, then I can enjoy the process. But if I don't take care of me and I burn out, then now I'm actually not doing the thing I want to be doing, and I feel shitty and and. So if you don't build in self-care to the process, there is no fucking process. Not a successful one, at least. And so, yeah, what is self-care? How long does this success take? How much time am I taking for self in and amongst this journey towards success? And I think if we're taking time for self within the journey, then we're doing what we're supposed to do. And then we don't feel guilty about what we are and are not doing. We just do it and we just be. And we, Nobody knows how much sweat is dripping underneath me right now. But that felt good. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Take time for self. And enjoy it. Just enjoy this shit, man. Just enjoy it. I'm about to go enjoy mine. Drink some of the lemon water. We're going to get you aboard. Do you want to remain anonymous? You'll remain anonymous. We'll come up with a cool phone. You know what we'll do? The way that I want to have like a fancy, cool, like artist name, we'll come up with one for you. And then you could be a character if you want. We'll keep your identity concealed. You'd be like a superhero with a mask. You pull the mask off. It's like, oh, wait, shit, that's who that is? Building characters into your show. Very essential. Oh, man. That's success and self-care. That's all I got for you today. I hope that did the trick. I hope that soothed the soul. And I hope you go do something that makes your soul feel soothed for you. And I hope you do that every day. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, the weekend, we're going to go back up and finish. What's the show called? Painkillers. I'm Terrence. That's I Want My Change. Can you? No, I'll do this one. I'll do the Bobby Shmurda like the black dude did at the down there where they was fighting on the boat and the black dude took the hat off, said, pow.
My daddy makes out. And his name is Terrence Taylor. And I took those pictures.